doing is trying to do a little makeshift e-brake. So just been modifying my stock e-brake. If you guys want to do the exact same thing, that's what you have to do. In here, there's my stock e-brake. I took off little cover. It's not that bad. You can like cut it and it makes it easier. It's like only really glued right here. And you just like twist it off, pull your boot off, and then twist off this little button here. And then there'll be a spring in there and you just take your spring out. That way, now when you pull it up, it can't lock. It'll lock if you pull this. I don't know if I should take out that wire just to be safe, or that cable that's in there. I watched a video on someone taking out that cable. It looked kind of hard. So if I don't have to do it, I don't want to do it. But if anyone has done this and they haven't done anything more than remove the spring, and you guys think it's necessary for me to do some other contraption in there, let me know. Because I don't want to run nothing sketchy, but I'm also not trying to do too much work. Once you got all of your rotor and your brake caliper off, this is how you're gonna tighten your brake and adjust your drum brake to work. You see that little gear right there? You'll spin it and it'll maximize the sides of these drum brakes and like push them outward. You wanna do it to where it's almost grabbing. The rotor is spinning freely, but it's not engaged. So it's like you barely have to pull on the e-brake for it to lock up. On the passenger side, you need to spin it downwards for it to expand. And then on the driver's side, you spin it upwards for it to expand. Guys, I installed the handbrake from Some Bitch Racing. I kept the boot on there to kind of still give it that OEM look. I think it looks pretty good. It would have been cool for it to be longer and like fit all the way up to where it like bends up, but I think it looks pretty OEM in here still. Looks cool, looks clean, nothing crazy, like nothing was cut from my center console or anything like a hydro would, but yeah, this is dope. The way this is held on is just by two of these little like set screws right there. I don't know how well that's gonna hold because I had one for like shifters, an adapter for shifters, and after a couple shifts it like comes loose. Even though I added this like it says in the instructions, I still feel like this is gonna come loose, and if it does, all I'm gonna do is like drill into my actual handle and then put like a self tapper or something. I also put it kind of at an angle towards me so that way it doesn't really get in the way of my shifter, because if it were to be straight up it would be like right next to this. As you can see, there's like some space between my hand, so if I ever pull this or while I'm shifting, I don't hit this thing. Okay, so if you guys watched my last video, you saw that in the front I was having a little bit of caster problem, and to fix that I got these things. They're kind of wrapped up in plastic, but they are the SLR tie rods. Hopefully that's gonna fix my rubbing issues, and then that way I'll be able to run my spacers again. That shit was so spicy. We just made it to Riverside. I drove my truck and not my E36 because I wanted to come comfortably. So yeah. Because you like it because it's got the anime titties on it. No. No. Yeah, it's got
I didn't even see that there
huge titties on them. It's the future of my car, right there. Gutted inside. I think it's probably so light. A hot summer day. How's that ice still in there? How's all this ice not melted? You swapping out wheels on this car doing your tire rotation? You could pick up this wheel like this, and just grip it like a basketball and just walk around with it. Nah, this straight gangster. Tell me this ain't no like fucking Puerto Rico ass like fly motherfucker. Look, you got that little fedora. The pantyhose. I'm finna do that on my car. The problem with that is I'm gonna have to go to Victoria's Secret and buy them because ain't no bitches finna give them to me. So yeah, but this shit is fire. Look, I should do my trunk like this. Read it.
Even that shit's
Read
backwards.
it. All the option video, all the option tapes. It's actually sick. I need one of these little scooters. You take cars? Official?
Try, man. I can try.
Big game now. Official.
Hold on.
Is that SD Rats too?
Well, in terms of like import
Flag. You got the whip out here. Now it's time for the street challenge. Obviously, I'm gonna have to use this. It's gonna be on a closed course, and you should not replicate it at home, especially if you get one of these. So yeah, I gotta go try it out and see if this thing really locks up. I got high hopes for it. I think it's gonna work well, and I think it's gonna be sick having a working handbrake in here. First street test. Let's hope this works. I know I gotta yank it hard as fuck, so that's what we're gonna try. They got basketball goals out here. Really locking up. Handbrake just doesn't want to do it. Oh yeah, there we go. Let me see. That's how you do it. That spot was so fun. I honestly almost didn't want to leave, but I haven't gone here enough to know like how chill it is. Probably could have done a couple more laps. My car's been making a little weird sound ever since the last drift event. I haven't gotten under it and like looked at anything, and I don't want to get it abandoned here on Sunday, so I'm gonna just take that clip and I'm gonna take my ass home. So yeah.